So simulating scripts from the Web-NS3 is not a big deal. You just need to have a script or NS script that you want to run, and you can just directly upload on the Web-NS3 and run the simulation. But let's say for some users they want to simulate some script, or some script where let's say your base script is including one or more scripts from the file directory. And in Web-NS3 how we can manage those stuff, that is not such an easy task, because those files are not present on your machine, on your server where these files are being simulated. So how we can manage those scripts inside scripts inside the NS3, and how we can simulate the script which is including one or multiple scripts inside the base scripts. So those all things we are going to see in today's video. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So yeah, if you have watched our previous video or the first video on the Web-NS3 that we have made, so we use this, in that video we have utilized this script, and this is nothing but this 6.cc script. But what we have did is we have included the tutorials app file inside the same script for us to, so that we don't have this error where it says tutorial.h file is not included. Because usually if you see, if you see on the 6.cc file, if we just can go to edit, so yeah, so it includes the tutorials app.h file, and it is usually like this tutorials app.h. But now tutorials app.h file is not actually included inside this web server, or wherever this file is being executed, this tutorial app.h file is not there. So how we can make sure that this file is there when we include it inside the script, and we don't have any errors where it says tutorial app.h file is not present, or no such directory or file exists. So if you see inside this show file configuration parameter, so what they have said is, so there are two options: upload a data file and upload a source file. So if we just click on this example, so where it says to create a simulation with multiple files and headers, follow this example. So let's just click on this link, and it will open this section. So this is the example directory or example file, which shows us the how we can use the multiple, if let's say on our base file, if we are including multiple headers and multiple implementation of other files, so how we can include those files over here. So where it says if you have multiple files, it will be stored inside a lib, and inside this lib, within this lib you can include this file. So what we need to do is, whenever let's say we have such files, so this is the typical 6.cc file. If you see 6 script example, okay, and if you open this file will be like this, right? So the file is like this. By default the 6.cc file is like this. But if you directly run this simulation, the tutorials app file won't be over here. So let's just save this and let's hit the run, and let's observe what will be output. So if you see the output, the terminal output, while we run this file, it says this tutorial-app.h is doesn't exist. So it says no such file or directory. So to avoid this error, let's just see at how to avoid this error and how to proceed simulation of the script, and how to include this tutorial-app.h file. So let's just look at the solution. So now we are again on the edit menu, or editing UI basically. So now what are the changes that we need to do to avoid that error which says no such file or directory for this include? So now what we need to make sure is, let's say if there are multiple files that we are including over here, so first we need to make sure that we upload all those files over here from the upload source files, and we can upload multiple files over here. So what I did is, So here is my virtual machine, right? So while having those so we need to basically upload the tutorial app.h file and tutorial app.cc file. So what I have did is I have created a shared folder for my Mac and this virtual machine, and this is the shared folder. So what I have did is I have copied this tutorial app file, both of this file, tutorial app.cc and tutorial app.h file, and I have copied those files to my shared folder. So now from within the shared folder, what I can do is I can upload this tutorial app.cc and tutorial app.h file. Now I won't upload it again because I have already uploaded those files. And now what we can do is we can just mention like this. So lib/tutorial app.h file. So whatever the files that you upload from or over here as an source file, you can just refer those file as an lib/file name. So that is the example that is given over here, right? So if you see, you need to include the files like this. Now once this is done and you are ready to simulate the file, and make sure that all the files that are included like this, lib and /the file name, we can save this and we can run the simulation. And now let's see what is the output of this run. So the run is completed, and now we have this terminal output file, and if you see, we don't have any errors, and these are the files, these are the terminal output that we are observing over here. We have these files that are generated from the simulation. So the first is 6.cwnd, and this file stores this file shows the values. So second, or the timestamp, and then this is the value of old congestion window, and this is the value for the new congestion window. So this is the typical execution, and if you see, there are no such errors that we were seeing earlier where it says missing file, or there are no such file as tutorials app.h file. Now, so that is the resolution of how you can include multiple header files, or how you can work with multiple header files inside from the single script. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you have got the idea about how we can manage a script where we are including multiple other scripts or multiple header files inside the same base script. That is really easy. You just need to upload the files and make sure that you include all those with lib/ whatever the file name is that you want to include. And that is the actually summary of this video. So yeah, we'll meet in the next one, and yeah, make sure to like this video if you have liked the content, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe it, and just explore our playlist on NS3 and Web-NS3, and there are certain other playlists that you can explore. So yeah, we'll meet in the next one. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring.